The male gaze. The theory of the male gaze was first introduced by scholar and filmmaker Laura Mulvey in her well-known essay, Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema. To truly understand the male gaze theory, we need to think about it within the context it was written in, 1970s Hollywood, at which time the industry was dominated by white men, male directors making films for male audiences. This resulted in the over-sexualization of women in media. Laura Mulvey coined the term male gaze, which as it sounds, explains how women are presented and gazed upon by the male audience. Movies offer an unparalleled opportunity for viewers to act voyeuristically, inviting you to watch every second through whatever lens the movie was directed in. Now couple this with the pre-existing male dominance of the 20th century, and you have a medium that nearly always views women from the male perspective. There are three main perspectives to consider while visiting male gaze theory: the perspective of the producer, the male audience, and the characters in the text. You're watching a movie. Chances are, that movie was probably produced by a man. Mulvey argues that because of this, the camera lens is taking a masculine point of view, meaning that we are going to view women from that male perspective. So as a result of this, we are given shots that linger on women's bodies, vertically panning as if doing a full checkout. It has been proven that innate in us is a primal desire to just look at the human body. Mulvey makes direct links to Freud and scopophilia. Humans get sexual pleasure from looking at naked bodies. Sex sells, and media producers know this, and they are happy to give in to our primal desires if it means they're making money. Laura Mulvey also argues that women are to be looked at through the gaze of male protagonist characters. Camera angles and extreme close-ups of female actresses enhance the sexual voyeuristic gaze that is associated with dominant male protagonists. These examples cannot make this more apparent.
My wife, Naomi, the Duchess of Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, a former model and Miller Lite girl. Yeah.
Having men in the visual driver's seat subliminally puts men in a position of power over women. In each of these cases, the producer, the male audience, the characters, women are serving men for visual pleasure. Men are deciding what we look at. Ultimately, that's going to reinforce a patriarchal society. It's important to have these conversations and recognize these cinematic practices as both men and women in order to change this. Be a critical viewer. Support movies with female directors, movies with strong, unsexualized female leads. Society tells the box office what works. Let's make equality all the rage.